Hi guys, it's Baldrick here, and in today's episode I'll be talking about whether it was a good idea by DICE by incorporating naval warfare into Battlefield 4 as one of its main themes. So, as many of you saw, it's got maps like Siege of Shanghai and Parasail Storm that are sort of known to be its go-to naval maps. I know Parasail Storm is really only a naval map once the tower falls down, because then you can get the attack boat, but before that you still got to use jet skis to get around to some of the areas quickly, so it does incorporate naval warfare in that aspect. But then we've got maps like Parasail Storm that remove the tanks, remove the LAVs, remove every single land vehicle and replace it with the equivalent sea vehicle. So in Parasail Storm we've got the attack boat replacing the tank and LAV. We've got the RHIB boats replacing the, not tanks, what am I saying? Replacing the jeeps. And we've got the jet skis replacing the smaller quad bikes and motorcycles. So you don't really get any land vehicles apart from the anti-air gun, which I don't know why they even had to put in, but yeah, whatever. So you've got that. So, is it really a good idea to incorporate all these naval features into a multiplayer? And in my opinion, it is. It's good to get a change from the typical land warfare that you're used to seeing in every single first-person shooter that has come out in the last 10 years. You may get a teeny bit of a naval experience with some of the campaigns, like maybe Far Cry 3 when you're, I guess, on some of the boats, but when it comes to multiplayer, I have not played a game that involves naval warfare as nicely as Battlefield 4. Sure, the attack boats are pretty overpowered, but it's better than nothing. I'd rather have these naval maps than have some standardized land map, and it's really fun when you're playing them. Whereas when you're playing, I guess, a land map, it's the same old thing you're used to, and that's probably one of Battlefield 4's biggest differences to any other first-person shooter, is that it just has some very good-looking naval maps, and that's what really brings a lot of people into this game. Is, I guess you can say, the graphics, but just the gameplay and how smooth it can be when you're driving the attack boat. Just, you don't really get anywhere else apart from Battlefield 4. Now comes into the other bit. How is actually infantry warfare going to work in a naval map, you may ask? Well, it works pretty fluently if you are using a jet ski to get around to places, or a rib boat on, I don't know how you say RHIB, tell me in the comments. So, if you're using one of them, it really helps you out in terms of just getting to areas. They go really fast, even when it gets wavy, it's still a very valid mode of transport. And you may think swimming is really annoying in Battlefield 4, but it provides excellent cover from enemy, I guess, fire. So if you're getting pinned down by an NTL or attack boat, usually you can get away from it by diving underwater and trying to get behind cover on land. So it's really good. And then you've got other tactics that include island hopping to try and get to different areas by quickly going with your squad. Sniping from a tower can also work really well, so it gives you very, I guess, different ways of playing a first-person shooter. Instead of just using land for cover, you've got to learn to use the sea for cover, and also for jet, it provides an excellent time in terms of coming and bombing all the helpless attack boats if you're into that sort of thing. So in my opinion, it's a really good thing that Battlefield 4 incorporated naval warfare into it. So in the comments, I would really like to hear what you guys think about this aspect of Battlefield 4, and whether they should have just left it out like Battlefield 3, or they should have included it like they have done with Battlefield 4. And from what we've seen with Battlefield Hardline, it doesn't really seem to take a naval aspect to it. It's more, I guess, land-based like most of the first-person shooters. Would you guys like to actually see naval warfare in Battlefield Hardline? Anyway, tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys.